She told them her story. She said, "This is a wonderful day for me. You truly have made me the happiest person I could ever be." You see, a year and a half ago, my husband died of cancer. We were very close. We loved each other very dearly. We knew that he was going to die for about 3 years. There was no turning back. There was no medication that could help him. But my husband was such a good man. And whenever I felt down, whenever I felt sad of losing him, he'd always make me laugh. He'd say, "Dear, you know, sometimes, people go skinny dipping. One day, Prince Charming is going to go skinny dipping. Prince Charming is going to walk up that path stark naked. You're going to see him, you're going to fall in love, and you're going to start a brand new life together." And so she told me how happy she was just to have at least part of that story come true. Well, it was about then that I arrived and I picked them up, and by the time they finished their story, I had them at the second house. This was at 160th and 30th, a blue house, a small house. And I dropped them off. The young woman was very quick. She was out of that back seat and into the house before you could blink. The young man was more casual. He just walked in wearing his red towel, came back, gave me $10 and $2 for a tip. He was about to turn and leave, and I said, "Wait a second. Those towels look pretty expensive. And that woman did something really nice for you. I think that you should wash those towels. Put a red rose on those towels and take it back. Take them back to the woman. I bet she'd appreciate it." And then I left. I wrote the story and submitted it as an article to our local newspaper. They published it and titled it "A Doubtful Story," meaning that they didn't believe that it actually happened. And I thought the story was all over. But 1 year later, I went back to that second house, the blue house on 160th and 30th. I came down the road. There were cars parked on both sides. There was just enough room down the middle for me to just come up. No room for passing. I was a working man. I needed to make money. I honked my horn. No, nobody came out. I could hear rock and roll blaring out from the house. Finally, I jumped out of my cab. I ran to the front door. I pounded on the front door. I rang the bell. No one came out. I ran around the back. I had to get my customer and get out of there. I needed to make my money, but I stopped dead. As I went around the corner and through the gate, I saw, lying on the grass and chained, a man totally naked, except he was covered in honey and feathers. I was so surprised, I had to stop. I looked down at him, then realized, goodness gracious, you're not one of the towels, are you? And he looked up through the feathers. He said, "Yes, I am." "This must be your stag." Now, a stag is the big party that's given to the groom the night before. He said, "This must be your stag. You're getting married tomorrow, right?" He says, "Yeah, I'm getting married." I said, "You're not marrying the other towel, are you?" He said, "No. I took your suggestion. I'm marrying the rose."